Hello everybody, and welcome to the video notes for Unit 4, Day 24. Today we're going to be practicing evaluating addition and subtraction expressions. Today's video is dedicated to Jesse in 6B. Hi Jesse. And let's start here and read the first situation. Gio has $2 more than Jesus. Write an equation for the amount of money that Gio has. Now in this situation, they don't tell us how much Gio has or how much Jesus has, but we know how much more Gio has compared to Jesus. So the first thing that we can do is to define our variables. Now if you remember, a variable is a letter that is used in place of a number. And we can do that sometimes when we don't know what the exact number is. So we have two people, we have Gio and Jesus, so we're going to use two different variables. And you can choose whatever letters you want for the variable, but I'm going to choose the letter G for Gio so I can keep track of it. And I'm going to use the letter J for Jesus because it's also easier to keep track of which one is which. And we're talking about money here and how much each person has. So G is going to be the amount Gio has, and J is going to be the amount Jesus has. And it's asking us to write an equation for the amount that Gio has. So my equation here, and I'm going to have G equals, because I want to know how much Gio has. Right, how much does Gio have? And it says here that he has 2 more than Jesus. So that means Gio has what Jesus has, which is a J. So the Gio amount is Jesus's amount, but 2 more than that, so plus 2. So my equation for Gio can be that Gio is J, because J is how much Jesus has, but 2 more than that, so G equals J plus 2. The next part is evaluate the equation if Jesus has $12. So now it's telling us, well, what if J, which is how much Jesus has, is equal to 12? If that's how much Jesus has, then we can figure out exactly what G equals over here. So if G equals J plus 12, J plus 2, sorry. Oh man, I messed this up. G equals J plus 2, then G equals, and if J equals 12, this would be 12 plus 2, so then G would equal 14, and so Gio has $14. Alright, sorry that one gets a little confusing with the G's versus the J's. Let's try one more together. Gio has 2 more than Jesus, same thing, but this time it's asking us to write an equation for the amount of money that Jesus has. Not how much Gio has, how much Jesus has. So let's define our variables. It's the same situation, so we can use the same variables, that G equals the amount that Gio has, and that J is going to be equal to the amount Jesus has. And so this time we want a J equals, because we're trying to figure out how much Jesus has. And if Gio has 2 more than Jesus, that would mean that Jesus has 2 fewer than Gio. So Jesus's amount is equal to Gio's amount, but 2 less than that, because Gio has 2 more than Jesus. So it would be Gio's amount minus 2. And my mistake here, this should be if Gio has $14, not Jesus. So now we can evaluate the equation if Gio has $14. So that would mean that G is equal to 14. Then J, which is G minus 2, J is equal to 14 because we replaced the G with 14 minus 2, and then J is equal to 12. So Jesus would have $12. All right, this next one, I'm going to get you started with the variables, and then I'm going to see if you can finish the rest of it on your own. Let's read the situation together. Anna read 8 more books than Paula in the first semester. Write an equation for the number of books that Anna read. I know this says expression, but it should say equation. Sorry about that. So we have Anna and Paula. Those can be our variables. So let's use A for Anna. It could be any letter, but let's just use A to keep it easy. So A would be the number of books that Anna read. And I'm going to use the number symbol. You might see this and think hashtag. That also means number. So the number of books that Anna read. And then P would be equal to the number of books that Paula read. And it's asking us to write an equation for the number of books that Anna read, which means our equation over here would be A is equal to something. Based off of the clues that they give you here, and if these are our variables, I want you to pause and try the rest of this row on your own. And now you're resuming the video to check your work. The number of books that Anna read is going to be equal to 8 more than Paula, so we can say that it was Paula's amount plus 8. And then here, if it's A equals P plus 8, and it's telling us here if Paula read 9 books, so that means that P is equal to 9, then we can say that Anna's amount is P plus 8, and if P is equal to 9, we can say that Anna's amount is 9 plus 8, and Anna read 9 plus 8 is 17. So Anna read 17 books. You got that on your own, 3 gold stars. And for this last one, you can use your same variables here, but be careful because this time it's asking you to write an equation for the number of books that Paula read. So your expression is going to be P equals something. And remember, Anna read 6 more than Paula. So I'm not going to tell you what to do in this last one because I really want you to challenge yourself to see if you can do that on your own. And with that,
thank you so much for playing my game.